Imagine standing at the edge of a vast ancient forest. The trees tower above you, their roots intertwining deep beneath the earth, connecting everything in an invisible web of life. Now, imagine that this forest is not made of trees, but of generations, your ancestors. Their lives, their struggles, their triumphs, and their pain are all woven into the roots of your existence. What if I told you that the key to unlocking your spiritual potential lies not in looking forward, but in looking back? What if healing your ancestors could heal you? Welcome to a journey into the heart of ancestral healing, a practice as old as humanity itself, yet as urgent and relevant as the air we breathe today. In this video, we will explore the profound mysteries of ancestral healing, uncovering why it matters, how it works, and most importantly, how you can take your first steps into this transformative practice. Ancestral healing is not just about honoring those who came before us. It's about recognizing that their stories are not separate from ours. Their joys, their traumas, their unfulfilled dreams, they ripple through time, shaping our lives in ways we may not even realize. By healing these ancestral wounds, we not only liberate ourselves, but also create a legacy of wholeness for future generations. In this video, we'll dive into the ancient wisdom of ancestral healing, exploring its roots in spiritual traditions across the globe. We'll break down the core principles of this practice, using vivid metaphors and analogies to make these profound ideas accessible. And finally, we'll guide you through practical techniques to begin your own journey of ancestral healing, techniques you can start using today. So, are you ready to step into the forest of your lineage? Are you ready to uncover the hidden threads that connect you to the past and through healing weave a brighter future? Let's begin. Historical/philosophical context. To understand ancestral healing, we must first journey back in time to the very roots of human spirituality. Across cultures and civilizations, the belief in the interconnectedness of generations has been a cornerstone of wisdom. The ancient Egyptians, for instance, revered their ancestors as ox, spirits who could influence the living and required offerings to remain at peace. In China, the practice of ancestor veneration was so central that it shaped entire societal structures, with families maintaining ancestral altars and performing rituals to honor their lineage. In the indigenous traditions of the Americas, Africa, and Australia, ancestors were seen as guides and protectors, their wisdom accessible through dreams, rituals, and meditative states. The Yoruba people of West Africa, for example, believe in the concept of a gungun, the collective spirit of the ancestors, who can be called upon for guidance and healing. Similarly, the Native American Lakota tradition speaks of the 7 generations principle, the idea that our actions today affect 7 generations into the future and are influenced by 7 generations of the past. Even in the Western esoteric traditions, the idea of ancestral influence is deeply embedded. The Hermetic principle of correspondence, as above, so below, as within, so without, suggests that the microcosm of the individual reflects the macrocosm of the universe, including the lineage from which they descend. The Kabbalistic tree of life, with its intricate web of Sephirot, can be seen as a map of both cosmic and ancestral energies flowing through time and space. But why does this matter? Why should we, in the modern world, care about the lives of those who came before us? The answer lies in the concept of energetic inheritance. Just as we inherit physical traits from our ancestors, our eye color, our height, our predisposition to certain illnesses, we also inherit their emotional and spiritual imprints. Unresolved traumas, unhealed wounds, and unfulfilled desires can linger in the family energy field, manifesting as recurring patterns in our lives. Unexplained fears, chronic struggles, or even physical ailments. Ancestral healing, then, is not merely an act of remembrance, it is an act of liberation. By addressing these inherited energies, we break the cycles of pain and suffering that have been passed down through generations. We free ourselves from the shadows of the past and step into the light of our true potential. In the next section, we'll delve into the core principles of ancestral healing, exploring how these ancient ideas translate into practical, transformative practices. But before we do, take a moment to reflect. What stories have been passed down in your family? What patterns do you see repeating in your life? These are the threads we will begin to unravel. Core explanation, part 1. Imagine your family lineage as a river. This river flows through time, carrying with it the waters of countless lives, your ancestors. Some of these waters are clear and pure, filled with love, wisdom, and resilience. Others are murky, clouded by pain, trauma, and unresolved emotions. As this river reaches you, it brings with it both the blessings and the burdens of those who came before. Ancestral healing is the process of purifying these waters, ensuring that what flows into your life and into future generations is clean, vibrant, and life-giving. At its core, ancestral healing is based on three key principles: connection, acknowledgement, and transformation. 1. Connection. The first step in ancestral healing is recognizing that you are not an isolated individual, but a living link in an unbroken chain of generations. This connection is not just metaphorical, it is energetic. Think of it as an invisible thread that ties you to your ancestors, carrying their experiences, emotions, and even their unfinished business. In many spiritual traditions, this connection is symbolized by the ancestral altar, a sacred space where offerings are made, prayers are spoken, and the presence of ancestors is honored. But even without a physical altar, you can cultivate this connection through intention and awareness. Simply sitting in quiet meditation and visualizing your ancestors can open the door to their guidance and healing. 2. Acknowledgement. The second principle is acknowledgement. This means facing the truths of your lineage, both the light and the shadow. Every family has its heroes and its wounded, its triumphs and its tragedies. Acknowledgement is not about judgment. It's about seeing your ancestors as whole, complex beings who, like you, were doing the best they could with the tools they had. One powerful way to practice acknowledgement is through storytelling. Gather family stories, both the celebrated and the suppressed. Listen to the tales of your grandparents, your great-aunts, your distant cousins. What patterns emerge? What struggles repeat? These stories are not just history. They are clues to the energies that shape your life. 3. Transformation. The third principle is transformation. This is where the healing happens. Once you've connected with your ancestors and acknowledged their experiences, you can begin to transform the energies they've passed down to you. This might involve releasing inherited traumas, forgiving past wrongs, or reclaiming lost strengths. One of the most profound tools for transformation is the practice of ancestral dialogue. This is a meditative technique where you enter a state of deep relaxation and imagine speaking directly to your ancestors. You can ask them questions, seek their guidance, or simply express your love and gratitude. Often, this dialogue reveals insights that can shift your perspective and heal old wounds. But ancestral healing is not just about the past, it's also about the future. By transforming the energies of your lineage, you create a legacy of healing for generations to come. You become a bridge between the past and the future, ensuring that the river of your family's story flows clearer and brighter with each passing year. In the next section, we'll dive deeper into the nuances of ancestral healing, exploring how to navigate its challenges and uncover its hidden gifts. Core Explanation Part 2. Now that we've laid the foundation of ancestral healing, connection, acknowledgement, and transformation, let's explore the deeper layers of this practice. Ancestral healing is not a linear process. It's a journey into the labyrinth of your lineage, where every turn reveals new insights, challenges, and opportunities for growth. The shadow and the light. Every family carries both light and shadow. The light represents the strengths, virtues, and blessings passed down through generations. The resilience of a great-grandmother who survived hardship, the creativity of a grandfather who was an artist, the kindness of a parent who always put others first. These are the gifts that nourish and empower you. But the shadow is equally important. It holds the unhealed wounds, the silent stories, and the unresolved conflicts. Perhaps there's a history of addiction, abuse, or betrayal in your lineage. These shadows can manifest in your life as unexplained fears, self-sabotaging behaviors, or chronic emotional pain. The key to ancestral healing is not to reject the shadow, but to bring it into the light. This requires courage and compassion. It means saying, "I see you, I acknowledge you, and I release you." One powerful way to do this is through the practice of ancestral forgiveness. In a meditative state, visualize your ancestors, both the ones you know and the ones you don't. Offer them forgiveness for any pain they may have caused, and ask for their forgiveness in return. This act of mutual release can dissolve energetic blockages and create space for healing. The role of ritual. Ritual is the language of the soul, and it plays a vital role in ancestral healing. Rituals create a container for your intentions, helping you to focus your energy and connect with the unseen realms. They can be as simple as lighting a candle and saying a prayer, or as elaborate as creating an ancestral altar with photos, mementos, and offerings. One particularly potent ritual is the ancestral offering. This involves preparing a small offering, such as food, drink, or flowers, and placing it on your altar or in nature. As you make the offering, speak from your heart. Thank your ancestors for their sacrifices, ask for their guidance, and express your commitment to healing. This act of reciprocity strengthens your connection and opens the door to their blessings. The collective ancestral field. Ancestral healing is not just about your personal lineage, it's also about the collective ancestral field. This is the energetic web that connects all of humanity, carrying the shared traumas and triumphs of our species. When you heal your own lineage, you contribute to the healing of the collective. One way to work with the collective ancestral field is through group rituals. Gather with others who are also on the path of ancestral healing. Create a sacred space, light candles, and invite the presence of your ancestors. Together, offer prayers, songs, or silent meditation. The combined energy of the group can amplify the healing process, creating ripples that extend far beyond the circle. The living ancestors. Finally, remember that ancestral healing is not just about the dead, it's also about the living. Your parents, grandparents, and even older relatives are part of your ancestral lineage. Healing your relationships with them can have a profound impact on your own well-being and the well-being of future generations. If possible, engage in open, honest conversations with your living ancestors. Ask them about their lives, their struggles, and their dreams. Listen with an open heart, free of judgment. Sometimes simply being heard can be a powerful act of healing. As we move into the next section, we'll explore practical techniques to bring these concepts to life. These are the tools you can use to begin your own journey of ancestral healing, step by step. Practical application. Now that we've explored the philosophical and spiritual depths of ancestral healing, it's time to bring these ideas into your daily life. Below are practical techniques and exercises to help you take your first steps on this transformative journey. These practices are designed to be accessible, yet deeply impactful, allowing you to connect with your ancestors, heal inherited wounds, and create a legacy of wholeness. 1. Create an ancestral altar. An ancestral altar is a sacred space where you can honor your lineage and connect with your ancestors. Here's how to create one. Choose a location. Find a quiet, respectful space in your home. A small table, a shelf, or even a corner of a room. Gather items. Place photos of your ancestors, heirlooms, or objects that remind you of them, e.g., a piece of jewelry, a book, or a handwritten letter. Add natural elements like candles, flowers, or crystals to amplify the energy. Set your intention. Light a candle and say a prayer or affirmation, such as, "I honor my ancestors and invite their guidance and healing." Make offerings. Regularly offer food, drink, or other items your ancestors might have enjoyed. This act of reciprocity strengthens your connection. 2. Practice ancestral meditation. Meditation is a powerful way to connect with your ancestors and receive their guidance. Follow these steps. Prepare your space. Sit in a quiet place where you won't be disturbed. Light a candle or incense to create a sacred atmosphere. Set your intention. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. Silently or aloud, state your intention, such as, "I open myself to the wisdom and healing of my ancestors." Visualize your ancestors. Imagine yourself standing in a peaceful forest or by a flowing river. One by one, your ancestors appear before you. Notice their faces, their energy, and any messages they may have for you. Engage in dialogue. Ask them questions, express gratitude, or simply listen. Trust whatever comes through, whether it's a feeling, an image, or a thought. Close the meditation. Thank your ancestors for their presence and guidance. Slowly bring your awareness back to the present moment. 3. Write a letter to your ancestors. Writing is a powerful tool for healing and connection. Here's how to write a letter to your ancestors. Begin with gratitude. Start by thanking your ancestors for their sacrifices, strengths, and contributions to your life. Acknowledge their struggles. Write about the challenges they faced and how these may have impacted your family. Express compassion and understanding. Share your intentions. Tell them about your journey of healing and your desire to break free from inherited patterns. Ask for guidance. Request their support and wisdom as you navigate your path. Close with love. End the letter with a message of love and forgiveness. You can burn the letter as a symbolic release or keep it on your ancestral altar. 4. Perform a ritual of release. This ritual helps you let go of inherited pain and trauma. Prepare your space. Light a candle and place a bowl of water or salt in front of you. These elements symbolize purification. Set your intention. State your intention to release any negative energies or patterns passed down through your lineage. Visualize the release. Imagine a stream of light flowing from your heart through your body and into the bowl. See this light carrying away any pain, fear, or heaviness. Speak affirmations. Say aloud, I release all that no longer serves me. I am free from the burdens of the past. I choose healing and wholeness. Close the ritual. Thank your ancestors for their support and extinguish the candle. 5. Engage in family storytelling. Storytelling is a powerful way to honor your ancestors and uncover hidden patterns. Gather stories. Talk to older family members and ask them to share stories about their lives, their parents, and their grandparents. Listen deeply. Pay attention to recurring themes, challenges, or strengths. These are clues to the energies that shape your lineage. Reflect and journal. Write down the stories and reflect on how they resonate with your own life. What patterns do you notice? What lessons can you learn? 6. Practice ancestral forgiveness. Forgiveness is a cornerstone of ancestral healing. Try this simple exercise. Sit in meditation, close your eyes, and bring to mind an ancestor with whom you feel tension or pain. Express your feelings silently or aloud. Share your feelings with them. Be honest and compassionate. Offer forgiveness. Say, I forgive you for any pain you may have caused. I release this burden with love. Ask for forgiveness. Say, please forgive me for any pain I may have caused. I am committed to healing and growth. Feel the release. Visualize a warm, golden light enveloping you and your ancestor, dissolving any remaining tension. By incorporating these practices into your life, you'll begin to feel a deeper connection to your ancestors and a greater sense of peace and clarity within yourself. Remember, ancestral healing is a journey, not a destination. Be patient and compassionate with yourself as you navigate this path. Conclusion. As we come to the end of this exploration into ancestral healing, take a moment to reflect on the journey we've taken together. We've ventured into the ancient forests of your lineage, uncovering the roots that connect you to those who came before. We've acknowledged the light and shadow within your family's story, and we've discovered practical tools to transform inherited wounds into sources of strength and wisdom. Ancestral healing is not just about the past, it's about the present and the future. It's about recognizing that you are both the product of your lineage and a creator of new possibilities. By healing the energies of your ancestors, you free yourself from the chains of the past and step into the fullness of your potential. You become a bridge between generations, carrying forward the blessings of your lineage and leaving behind the burdens. Remember, this work is not about perfection. It's about intention. Every candle you light, every prayer you speak, every story you uncover is a step toward healing. And as you heal, you create a ripple effect that extends far beyond yourself, touching the lives of your descendants and the collective ancestral field of humanity. So, as you leave this video, I invite you to take one small step today. Light a candle for your ancestors. Write a letter. Sit in meditation and listen for their whispers. Whatever you choose to do it with an open heart and a spirit of curiosity. The journey of ancestral healing is a sacred one, and it begins with a single step. Thank you for joining me on this journey. May your path be guided by the wisdom of your ancestors, and may your healing bring light to the world. Until next time, stay curious, stay connected, and remember, the past is not a prison, it's a portal to your power.